So you can see a great opportunity for Taiwanese talent during this after this COVID time?
Yeah, so at our company, we spend a lot of time thinking about the future of education and the future of work. And one of the big topics that everyone has been talking about recently is obviously remote work and remote collaboration. So I see this as a massive opportunity for young people in Taiwan who want the exposure of working with foreign companies. So these could be large foreign internet companies such as Facebook and Google who are making these announcements where they're going to move to a more remote working model in the next few years. Or it can also be all of these new young companies that are starting up now because people are finally starting to accept remote work as a legitimate way of going to work, basically. So if I was a young person these days, right, I would rush to equip myself with the skills, the knowledge, the language skills, the collaboration skills that can get me into a remote job as soon as possible. And the reason why that's amazing is because no longer do people need to worry too much about the cost of relocation, visa challenges,
right.
What about their parents, their family, their pet, right? These concerns that may have stopped many people from considering going overseas and working with overseas companies, they may become less important with the advent of remote work. That's very exciting.
In the startup community, we heard the word growth a lot. What does it actually mean?
Actually, these days, it's not just startups that talk about the word growth. In fact, the first person who talked about growth hacking, growth marketing actually worked at Facebook back in the day. Anyway, I've been doing growth now, or something related to growth and product management and growth marketing for around 4.5 years. And the way I see it and the way I communicate to my team is that growth is simply a set of tools, a way of working that will help technology companies or anyone in general react more quickly to their customers' demands and deliver a more competitive and better user experience. I genuinely believe that if your company does not start to learn some of these skills today, it's going to be hard to keep up with your competitors and deliver a great user experience.
You're saying that customers need more personal experience. What does that mean?
Yeah, so these days, the touch points that brands and companies have with customers has increased a lot. In general, we have such a high expectation for our relationship with companies, and when we, for example, tweet them on Twitter or message them on Facebook or online, you expect, for example, someone to respond to you within a day, right? So companies need to be ready to respond to customers and users' needs on all of these touch points. On the other hand, competition has also increased in the distribution channels that companies have to reach out to their customers. And a lot of these distribution channels are just changing so quickly that a lot of companies find it hard to keep up. For example, TikTok just launched their ad platform, and if I was a marketer today, I would have to spend a lot of time to learn about the new formats, new ad formats, creative and copy styles that would succeed on the TikTok platform. And to be honest, I don't even use TikTok myself. So this presents a big challenge for a lot of marketers and a lot of product managers. So getting behind growth is getting behind those skills and getting behind those mindsets to help your team figure out how to deliver a great user experience in a competitive way that will sort of help your company keep up with the times.
I've heard that you're looking for a PM role. What makes a good PM?
So at our company, we're trying to build education tools and content that can help students and students get into college and also help young employees find a job and career of their dreams. So as a PM in our company, as a product manager in our company, you need to think about what is the content and what is the stuff that users want to see in the short term so they can get results very quickly. But oftentimes this goes against sort of education and learning, because education and learning sometimes takes a lot of time and takes a lot of investment. So a great PM in our company would be able to balance the short-term results that the users want to see, but at the same time help us build our products towards a overall long-term vision and long-term strategy that we have in terms of remote work, in terms of online learning. And I think that's a very, very exciting opportunity for anyone who's interested in these topics.